disputed news in terms of the number of police officers dead. We're hearing 2, potentially 3. What's the latest?
Yeah, that's exactly where it is right now. The city of Baton Rouge's mayor, the mayor office, officially reported 2. CNN has pushed out 3, and we're hearing from some of our sources that very well may be 3, but we have not heard that officially from our city government. Still an active situation. Apparently, 1 shooter down, and this has happened all in kind of the same area. About the Baton Rouge City Police Headquarters just moved about a year ago onto this area airline highway, and all this shooting, if what have you, is within a half mile of the police department, and then it actually crossed a major intersection and went behind a convenience store. And so information's been tough because it is a Sunday morning, and everyone's scrambled a little bit. From what we understand, 7 officers have been shot, 2 are deceased, possibly a 3rd.
So, sorry, did you say that there was 1 shooter that was down?
Yeah, apparently from what we've heard in the police scanners, 1 shooter's down, 1 shooter's still active. So at least 2, to the best of our knowledge.
Well, look, give us a little bit of an idea what the situation is like in Baton Rouge. We have been reporting extensively on the shooting of Alton Sterling earlier this month. I mean, what were tensions like before his shooting dead by police and since then?
Well, you know, I actually flew back. I was out on the west coast of the United States for a week, and I flew back in, and there were some demonstrations last weekend. A lot of the people that were arrested, I'd say 90% of them were from outside the Baton Rouge city limits. A lot of people came in that I guess were professional or active and wanted to have their voices heard, and so we felt like there was a lot of outside influence coming into the city. And it was a relatively calm week here in Baton Rouge, other than they foiled Baton Rouge police and some federal authorities foiled a plot to shoot some officers, in which they found some people that robbed the pawn shop, were able to get a lead and arrested and apprehended those people. That was earlier in the week, but it's been really quiet. So I will tell you that the activities this morning definitely come as a surprise, because I think most people thought that things would remain quiet until some sort of arraignment charges of the federal investigation on the Alton Sterling, the shooting. The reports came out whether or not they would arraign the officer or not, and obviously that was not the case.
Now, we have heard the mayor of the area, Kip Holden, come out to call on the community to forgive. And with you saying that there was actually already another plot aimed and targeted at police, is this something you could have foreseen coming? Do you think this is something that was brewing essentially in the area?
Well, it's always possible in this day and age. But, you know, as I told you, there was the one, we thought this was an isolated incident. It involved a pawn shop, a robbery of a pawn shop. And like I said, that one was foiled, and that was maybe Tuesday of this week. And the last 4 days have been relatively quiet. And I think the community leaders, the religious leaders, everybody had been vocal to if you're going to protest peacefully. Let's wait and let's see what the outcome of this federal investigation is before anyone takes any more major steps or gets out of line. So this does come as a surprise to a degree, I will tell you. Total surprise, no, but definitely a surprise.
Well, obviously, there are fears that indeed a man is on the loose. The man behind this shooting is on the loose. So what is the situation like there for you now? What is the atmosphere like right now?
Well, I would tell you that, Sunday morning, a lot of people obviously at church and just getting news of this, people may be sleeping a little late. There's a major portion of Baton Rouge, and this is right in the heart of the city. It's adjacent to an interstate, so the off-ramps and the on-ramps to this interstate are shut down, and I would say for about a 2 by 2 mile area, it's blocked off, and so you can't get in or out. And I can tell you in my commute here, I saw at least 12 local area officers. I'm talking about fringe communities, what have you, jetting to this location. So there's no shortage of police and officials on hand. And I think everybody's staying inside until they get the all clear that this is no longer an active situation. Everything we've heard before I walked into the studio to speak with you, it's still an active situation.